Well, welcome to the Friday Bubble. Today we've got another pair of exciting champagnes. Just out a few weeks ago was Henriot, their 2012 vintages. Lots of you might have tasted the predecessors, 2008, which was a great vintage. 2012 has been having lots of great press. Essi and myself have tasted many of them over the last few years, and I'm quite looking forward. I haven't done the comparison before. So Henriot, I think a little bit of a hidden jewel in Champagne. They're based in Reims and close to one of the other houses we often talk about, which is Parma. Very, very close neighbours. Henriot, Essi, tell us a little bit about them as a house.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that it's definitely one of the less known. I mean, I wouldn't say less appreciated, because anyone who has discovered the wines, I'm sure has liked them, because the wine quality has throughout times been excellent.
Right.
Still, yes, totally family run company. Today in the hands of Gilles de la Rosière, which is fabulous, and they have had a succession of very, very good chef de caves. So it has been Laurent Frenet who made this wine, and now of course they have one of Champagne's young female chef de caves, Alice Tétienne, who's a great asset for the company. So I really love myself. There's quite a lot of Chardonnay focus in Henriot altogether, and especially long-aged Chardonnay. So there's a lot of this creaminess and toastiness. So if you're a fan of that, you'll love Henriot. And always impeccably made, really clean and pure champagnes.
And actually, we list the Henriot Blanc de Blanc. It's in Magnum. It's based 2008, and it's extraordinarily good. The 2012 vintage, Essi. We've talked about this quite a few times. Give us a little snapshot about 2012.
Yes, I mean it's definitely one of my own personal favorites from this millennium, because of that super attractive, inviting, if not flirtatious fruit character it comes. There's so much sweet fruit in them, very expressive at young age. But then at the same time, this isn't done at the expense of the freshness of the wine. There is a combination of freshness and ripeness, which is really attractive. And already here on the nose, it is super toasty. A bit of the fruit is even a bit tropical.
Yes.
Very, very sweet and attractive.
It's a little bit reductive as well, isn't it? It's that.
Oh yes, that's always an Henriot, trademark. This beautiful. This has fireworks.
Right.
Very, very attractive, but still, very, very beautiful, inviting, instant wow nose. But then on the palate, that creaminess. Very, very small bubbles, super creamy, soft, but comes with this sort of Chardonnay's linearity and freshness in any case.
It's so good I swallowed that one. I love the richness of the fruit. It's definitely got all those Chardonnay characters. A little bit of the sort of roasted pineapple in there. Really bundles of sort of orchard fruits. It's and I have a feeling, I can't remember, is this about 6? Oh, it says dosage of 6 grams. It's it's relatively low, and it's much rich fruit.
To me, the dosage seems perfect. It really ends on a really clean and pure and fresh note.
Right.
You wouldn't want any more sugar. It's just perfect where it is.
Well, that's stunning. Essi, is there anything different about the rosé?
Well, there's obviously a bit more Pinot Noir focused. 60% if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And it's also quite unusual that it's done only with Montagne de Reims fruit. So both Chardonnay and Pinot Noir come from Montagne de Reims. So Aÿ, Mareuil-sur-Aÿ, Avenay, Mutigny, so to say. So we should be, waiting for something quite voluptuous and charming. Henriot, I really love Henriot rosés in general. Even the non-vintage is such a beauty,
And are they making their rosé by maceration or by addition of red wine?
By addition of red wine. So here I think it's about 10% that makes up for the color. It's a bit of an orange tinge to the color.
Right.
Very, very red fruit on the nose,
Is,
very Pinot.
Right.
Like cherries, also a bit of this sort of sous-bois, savory notes.
Yes, with that little bit less Chardonnay, you don't get that sort of charm of the reductive ness that we had in the Blanc, but it certainly makes up for it with the expressiveness of the red fruits.
Much less toastiness, but on the palate you feel the structure. You can even feel a little bit of phenolics, but in a very positive way, you know, bringing firmness to the wine and sort of, you know, wants me to have this with food. It's really, really beautiful.
No, and that's the thing I think that really comes out when you taste them side by side is I just love to drink this open at any time as an aperitif. The red, we could. Well, it is lunchtime, Essi.
Yes, yes, we can have that.
And how do you think age-wise these will go? Because they're really quite different champagnes.
Well, I think both will age superbly well. I think I would love to give more time, especially to the rosé, just for the structure to mellow down, get more of those wild sous-bois characters. But at this moment, to me, the white speaks even louder. It's really, really beautiful in all that creamy toastiness.
And even in just the few moments we've had these open, which is not very long at all, I'm starting to see the rosé, sorry, a little bit more expressive. It was quite full when we started, but now it's
beautiful.
Beautifully opened up. Well, which one are we toasting on today, Essi? The Blanc
Let's
or the
do the
rosé?
Blanc.
Okay. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And we must rush off and have some lunch. Cheers, everybody.